I'm gonna do all three.
So one of each?
Yeah, one of each. Okay, so I'm so excited about these beets. I know you hate beets, and I think I've got some ideas of how I can make these beets.
So we're here in beautiful Boyne City, Michigan, on the shores of Lake Charlevoix at the Saturday Farmers Market. And we scored big. What did we score, Victoria?
Okay, so the most important thing is I got this bracelet. Not this one, but this one. And it said it was $21, but it turned out to be $12.72.
$12, yeah, it was a good deal.
It's a great day.
Yeah.
And it's a great bracelet.
And
I
then,
like it.
and then we're up here about a week after the cherry festival, so we missed the crowds of the cherry festival, but we did get some local Michigan cherries, and we each are going to be making a recipe very soon. What are you going to be making?
I'm making cherry onion jam, possibly the best sauce you could put on a burger.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
And I'm going to make cherry bounce. And what is cherry bounce? Cherry bounce involves infusing cherries with alcohol. And then not only am I going to infuse cherries with alcohol, but I'm going to smoke the cherries too.
Oh my God. Should we have that with the cherry onion jam
burger? Yeah.
I don't know. That might be a little too over the
The only
top.
problem with the cherry bounce is the cherry bounce has to sit in a jar and meld its flavors together for like 3 months.
I'm not waiting that long for my cherry
onion
jam.
I don't know if we're going to be able to wait 3 months for that.
Well, we'll just have to make it again when the bounce is ready.
Yeah. So we're going to enjoy the rest of the Boyne Farmers Market.
Flavor profile of the golden beets, the traditional beets, and then the, what do you call them, watermelon beets?
The Chioggia beets. So these ones are going to taste pretty similar. These ones I find to be a little bit more rich and maybe slightly sweeter. They're my favorite.
Okay. Rich is a non-beet lover.
Non-beet lover.
So it's
make me love beets.
Ooh, okay. What I like to do, because I used to not like beets either, and what I do is I kind of just pick my favorite spices from the cupboard. So sometimes I'll do some garlic powder and some turmeric, and then olive oil, salt, and then I roast them.
Just beets on a sheet.
Yep.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. Beets on a sheet.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some fresh, actually, I'm going to get some fresh herbs. And, well, that's not a good idea to roast fresh herbs. So more dried if I'm roasting. Oh, I'll make a sauce. I'll figure it out. Okay, can I have a bunch of each? I'm going to do all three.
All three, one of each?
Yeah, one of each.
Okay, so I gotta say, those are really pretty. But you know how I feel about beets.
They're still beets, I know. But this is my one chance. Maybe not one chance. This is my chance to try and get you to like beets. I've got 3 different varieties for you. I've got striped beets, which you'll see when I cut into these, red beets, and yellow beets. One of these you're gonna like because it's gonna have some Roquefort on it, some sheep Roquefort, so I can eat it. Walnuts, a balsamic glaze. It's going to be amazing. You're gonna love them, I hope.
So what's the deal with the 3 different beets?
Well, because I've never roasted beets before. This is the first time, and I wanted to try and see which ones I like better.
Do they taste different?
They're going to taste a little bit different, and that's what I want us to explore. Yeah, so we're going to see. So the first thing I have to do is get all of these stems off of here, which I'm going to do that. So we just want to cut the tops off of these because we are not peeling them. I'm not peeling it. Oh, look at that, a yellow beet. Have you ever had any? Oh, well, I shouldn't ask you.
I haven't had any beets in a very long time. I think I had a bad experience with beets growing up because my mom used to make beet soup.
Oh, that does not sound good.
And I couldn't stand it.
I think I'm going to cut the ends off of these too. I've never made...
Wait, turn that back over.
Did it show? Oh, there we
go.
Okay. I've never made these before, but I'm just cutting the ends off of here. I think it feels like the thing to do. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to do stuff and then figure out later you did it wrong. If you don't fail, you never succeed. Right? There you go. So I'm going to get a little olive oil on here. I'm going to get some salt, some kosher salt, some pepper, and then I'm going to put some thyme over each one so we can infuse some of this flavor in when they roast. And I'm going to bring this up, and so we're going to give them the same treatment. Okay, lastly, we've got the striped or watermelon beets, or whatever you want to call them. I hope I call them delicious. I hope you call them delicious.
I hope I call them delicious.
I hope somebody calls them delicious. If you like these, then we can pickle some next. But I know you don't like pickled beets, no matter what. That's a deal breaker. Right?
Yeah, I think pickled beets are a deal breaker.
I could eat an entire
And
bottle of pickled
I'm going to
beets.
go back and blame. I'm blaming a lot on my mom now, but my mom used to do pickled pig's feet and pickled beets
Together?
when I was younger. Yes.
No. No.
Yes. And
Okay,
that's,
that would have ruined it for me too. It is your mom's fault. She went a little beet happy. These are going to roast in a 400-degree oven. Could be 40 minutes, could be 50, could be 60. I don't know that, but at about 40 minutes, I'm going to try and stick something in them to see if they're tender, because they need to be tender all the way through. Okay, the beets are in the oven. They're roasting. They're going to be amazing.
I can smell them.
Yeah.
Smells like beets in here.
So I want to give the beets some additional flavor, and I really want to ensure that you're going to like the beets and I'm going to like the beets. So I'm going to make a vinaigrette here. I've got some Greek olive oil we picked up in Tarpon Springs, Florida when we were there last year. I save it for special occasions. I'm going to call this a special occasion.
That's a very dark, grassy looking olive oil you got there.
This is a special occasion because Rich is going to learn to like beets here.
And you're using, is that the 20-year balsamic from Zingerman's?
It is. I pulled out the good stuff.
That's good stuff right there.
I'm going to add some shallots, which I've minced up pretty nicely, and some garlic. Okay, and last but not least, a little bit of honey. Now we're just going to whisk. That is going to go really well with the beets and the Roquefort and the toasted walnuts.
I've got a tasting spoon. Can I
going
taste
in?
it? Yeah.
You're going in.
So the sign of a nice dressing is, oh, look at it coat the back of that spoon.
That's that balsamic. What do you think?
Okay, that dressing right there combined with the Roquefort cheese, you could put that on anything and I'm probably going to like it.
It's toasty walnut time. We've got our walnut halves and pieces. I've kind of broken them up a little bit. That guy needs to be broken up. And when you're toasting nuts, the reason you toast nuts is to get the flavors, to bring out the flavors in the oils, and it just gives your nuts a better flavor, obviously, because toasty nuts are good nuts. And but you don't want to go too far. As soon as you start smelling the nut, then it's time to come off of the heat. If you don't, you're going to burn your nuts. Don't burn your nuts.
Nobody wants that.
Supposedly the beets are ready. Well, it's been 40 minutes. I'm going to check. And we've had some issues with our RV propane oven. So as you can see, we're at 371, even though we're set at 400. We've kind of gone up and down.
Our propane RV oven kind of sucks.
Yeah. So we're going to just go in here.
Oh, listen to that sizzle, though.
Yeah. It's been sizzling. Oh, man. These are hard still. Yeah. These are not done. These are not done. Okay. So we're going to try and get this thing back up to 400. And go on for another 15 minutes and check back.
Are they done?
Yes, they are done. We stabbed them and they are done. And so now we are going to look and see what our beets look like. Are you ready? I know you're as excited as I am. Oh, look at those. Those are the golden beets. The regular beets.
Those are the beety beets.
The beety beets. I like that. The beety beets. Oh no, these are the golden beets. I'm sorry. See, what do I know?
Wait, okay, hold on. These are the watermelon.
Watermelon, the
These
golden beets.
Oh, those look pretty amazing.
And then the beety beets. And so now what we need, it needs to cool enough that I can handle them. And then from what I understand, I should be able to get the skins off with a paper towel. So we're going to let them sit, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, let them cool. Okay, I am going to attempt to peel these. So let's see. Supposedly, I'm going to get the time off now. Oh yeah, look at that. Comes right off. Ooh, they hot. They hot. Okay.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, that was really easy. Okay. Do you want sliced or chunks?
I want chunks.
Okay, I want chunks too, so I'm glad we're on the same page. So I'm going to cut them in quarters. That good? Actually, I think I'm going to cut them and make them a little bit smaller.
That looks better right there.
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so these are going to cool off a little bit more. I want them to be a little cooler now that we cut them. Okay, this is so pretty. Look at this. I mean, if you don't like beets, you're probably going ew, but it's really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna ask you to try these without anything on. Okay, the beety beet. Oh, the beety beet is so good. Okay, I'm going. Okay, this looks like it's the watermelon beet. If I can get it. If I can get it. Tastes a lot like the beety beet, but not as beety. And then
That's a great description. It
Well-
tastes like the beety beet, but not as beety.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going with the yellow beet. Oh yeah. If there's going to be a beet you like, it's going to be everything but the
Okay,
beety beet.
the camera
Are
guys.
you going to do
The
it?
camera guy's going in for the.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Camera guy's going in for the yellow beet, golden beet.
My idea was to start with some arugula, so it's going to add a nice little pepperiness. This is a salad, but it's not a salad. I mean, there's a vinaigrette, there's greens, so I guess you could call it a salad. And now I'm going to get some beets. Add some beets here. We have a good mixture of beets. We add a few more of the ones that I think you're going to like better. Okay, we've got beets. Get our delicious vinaigrette in here. Now, I think if you were going to serve this as one dish, you could go ahead and put the vinaigrette, and I'm going to put the Roquefort in here on here next in there. You can mix it all together in the bowl, and then serve it over some arugula of whatever green you want. But because I want to keep the beets and eat them later as is or like this, I didn't do that. Okay. Now, I am dairy-free and I am cow dairy-free. This looks like blue cheese, which it is a blue cheese type of cheese, but it's Roquefort and it's made from sheep's milk, which means I can eat it, which makes me so freaking happy. I can't even tell you how happy this makes me. Get a little bit more. Okay, there's that. Let me get this off my fingers. And now for the walnuts. Go in and just a little bit more so I get it on some of the walnuts. Okay. Are you ready to dig in?
That's a pretty salad with the 3 colors of the beets and the walnuts and the Roquefort. Okay, selfie cam we're trying here, which is.
I'm gonna get you a bite.
It's got all the elements in it, right? I want
I gotta get you
the
some.
toasted walnut.
Looks like I got a yellow one in there, and I've got.
Are you feeding me?
I am, because you're holding the camera.
Yeah.
You ready? I think I have all the elements. I didn't have my glasses on, so I put glasses on this time. Okay.
Don't want to talk with my mouth full.
Go ahead. They don't care. You don't care.
All of these elements work together.
That's good, because I planned it that way.
So, thumbs up.
Okay, I'm going in.
When you have the beets, the pepperiness of the arugula, the Roquefort, the toasty walnuts, everything works so wonderfully together.
Okay, I'm going in. Oh my God.
That's a good bite right there. That's a great bite.
That is even better than I imagined
it in your
up
head?
there. Yes. Okay, I've never made this before. I've never roasted a beet in my life. I love beets. Matter of fact, I can't remember last time I've had cooked beets. It's usually pickled beets is my thing. And when I was growing up, it was always canned beets. That's all I had. And I like those, so I must really love beets. So the moral of the story is, just because you've never made something before and you want to make it, just do it. I was fully prepared that if this didn't work, I was going to learn something, and then I would make it better next time. This worked. There's a few things I may do a little different, but not much. This was, to me, almost perfect. I would definitely, try to season the beets a little more. That's about it. But yeah, we put the Maldon sea salt on and it took care of it, so no big deal. Thanks so much for watching. I love experimenting with you. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And you had fun, right?
I had fun, and I
now-
like beets done this way.
Okay, now we have, I won't say a beet lover, but we have a someone who doesn't hate beets as much, and I really, really like that. If you haven't subscribed and given us a thumbs up, please do. We really appreciate it. And the recipe, the full recipe, will be linked below, or go to gfexplorers.com. And until next time,
Happy eating.